on, everybody? It's Aaliyah Nicole, aka the CEO, aka Slick Nick, best known as your baby mama's girl crush. I am here, first of all, just thanking you for tuning in. So what I'm trying to get back into is vlogging. So let me first shout out all my subscribers who have been rocking with me for a very, very long time. I started doing YouTube videos all the way back in 2008 with my old squad, and then I deleted a lot of stuff. A lot of things happened, a lot of things changed. Y'all basically been there the whole time. I post something, then I disappear, then I post something like months and months later. So I'm just trying to do better now. I told myself that I want to get back into vlogging. You know, I want to get back into kind of journaling, kind of my story, my life. I always found it to be very therapeutic. So I don't know why I don't do it. So we're going to try this again. I don't know how often I'm going to do this, but I'm definitely going to at least try to do it at least once a week. But the goal is to do more. But we will see how it goes. I just kind of want to tell my life, tell my story. I have an interesting path, and you never know who you could possibly help. You know what I mean? And that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. It's just sharing your story and possibly helping others along the way as you hopefully help yourself. You gotta excuse my tone, because I'm dealing with crazy sinuses and allergies and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you know, as you can tell, I'm stopped up. But I wanted to do this. I wanted to go ahead and get the ball rolling. So excuse me for all of that. Yeah. Now, if you're just tuning in, this is the first time you're ever seeing me. Let me just start off by brief introduction. Like I said, I'm Aaliyah Nicole. I'm the CEO of Superstar Dream Entertainment. I do everything from singing, songwriting, rapping, producing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You feel me? I got a degree from Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to the Panthers. Got a degree from there in mass media arts, concentration in television and film, as well as radio. So that's a little bit about myself. Now, let's get into the ring ding a ding about things. I don't really know what that was. It kind of just came out. I don't know. I might trademark that, ring ding ding about things. Whatever. Anyway, as you can see from the title of this video, I'm a pastor's kid and I'm gay. Oh, that's how you started it all, Slick? Yeah, I'm going deep, blood. So, I'm a pastor's kid. Let's talk about this. I'm gay. Well, I'm a lesbian, the proper term, whatever. So, I'm 26 years old. I'm from the west side of Chicago / Oak Park, because I got I got city in me. I got a little bit of suburban in me, you feel me? So, yeah. But I'm from the west side of Chicago. I grew up my entire life as a pastor's kid. PK, preacher's kid, you know how that go. I'm a PK, that's all I know, that's all I've ever been. My entire life, I've been a PK. People ask ask me a little bit about that, how was it being a pastor's kid and growing up gay? Honestly, my story is a little bit different because I can't necessarily say I grew up gay. If that makes sense. What do I mean by that? Well, the earliest memory I have of me being attracted to the same sex, it's probably about 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, But I also like dudes. I still find myself attracted to guys. Jendena, Quincy, I would go straight for them, I'm ready. I'm delivered. No, but seriously, I am but no, if y'all ever want to be my sperm donors or something, we can make beautiful kids. But anyway, I digress. But no, so I've been attracted to guys growing up, you know what I mean? So I kind of just always put my attention that way because, it's kind of is the expectation. I'll be honest, I grew up in a household where homosexuality was never really a topic. It was never it just was never really a topic in my household. When I heard about homosexuality, for the most part, I heard about it at church. And of course at church, the way I heard about it, it was absolutely positively wrong. And I'm not going to really go into the beliefs aspect of it all, because that's just not what I want this to be about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want this vlog to be about religion and all of that sort. It's just me telling my story. So whatever you believe, what the hell ever, believe it, you know, just respect me and my beliefs. I'll respect you and yours. And that's what I'm going to say about that. But anyway, so I grew up in a place where, you know, I heard about it in the church, and in the church it was wrong. So because I was told that it was wrong in the church, you know, I automatically, like, try to suppress that side of me, you know, because as a kid growing up, you just automatically think it's wrong. If somebody says it's wrong that you look up to, or that maybe your family member, if somebody says it's wrong, you immediately feel like, okay, this is wrong, you know. So I grew up kind of like denying that side of me. I was always a tomboy, you know, and it's interesting because people equate like the way you dress to like your sexuality. And the funny part about it is, it was not like that for me. Like, I just never fucking liked dresses. Like, I just, no. I always preferred a jersey over a dress. I always preferred Jordans over some heels. And it wasn't because, like, I wanted to look like a dude. Like, that didn't equate to me. Like, I was just more comfortable. Like, I grew up with just one big brother, and I was always around him, you know what I mean? Like, we 3 years apart, so I was always around him, jumping fences, playing basketball, playing crate ball. We always, you know, were pretty much playing together on our block on Waller, you know what I mean? So, like, I was, like, either wearing his clothes, or just, like, I wanted to be like my big bro at the time. So I didn't equate it to sexuality. It was just my comfort zone, you know what I mean? I would rather wrestle than go play with Barbie dolls. You know, that was just who I was. So I always found it ironic that people automatically look at you and just be like, oh, you're gay. Nigga, I probably had more boyfriends than you. You know what I mean? Like, but I digress. But my point is, you know, I didn't equate that to sexuality. And I wish we did less of that, you know, because it's just unfair to people, especially as kids. Like, the things that I've dealt with as a child, you know, just because of the way that I dress, was very dehumanizing and really sad. Like, just right at church, and you messing around and catch me in a dress, all of a sudden, oh my God, look at you looking like a young lady. Like, I'm a young lady no matter what I wear, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting up here trying to be no dude, you feel me? But because y'all place everything on fabric, y'all automatically assume, like, we want to be a man, or we want to be, you know, a woman, depending on who we're talking about. And that's not always the case. It's always about comfort, you feel me? And so, yeah, a lot of y'all hurt my feelings growing up, but I'm a G, so I ain't tripping. But anyway, so back to what I was originally saying. So yeah, so growing up, I kind of like denied that side of me all throughout, like, elementary, all throughout grammar school, like middle school, all throughout high school. Like, I literally tried to deny that person because I thought, you know, it was just oh so wrong. It was just oh so evil. This is not the life I'm supposed to be living, because this is not the life my parents would want for me, my grandparents, my family would want for me. This is not the life. You know what I mean? So at many times, I, you know, tried to pray the gay away. I feel like that was really cinematic. It just, I tried to pray the gay away. No, but seriously, like, that was like, you know, because that's what I tried to do, and I missed out on a lot of my truth as a youth, because I was taught it was so wrong, you know. Not necessarily in my household. Like I said, it wasn't really a conversation in my household, but it was definitely a topic at church. And I never felt comfortable enough to make it a topic at home, because I just knew it to be so wrong. But obviously, I don't agree with that, you know, because all I'm going to say about this is I believe that my God is a God of love and acceptance. And so, like, I believe that sometimes, based on translation and things of that sort and interpretations, you know, a lot of messages can be construed and or used to manipulate or control. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I love God. and I go to church. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely believe there's positive things that you can gain from the church. I would never forget my roots, but I do think certain things are a little outdated and need to be reviewed. But anyway, like I said, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all got a little bit more than I planned. But anyway, so I can't say that I grew up gay. Well, in a way, I mean, I guess I did, but I wasn't out. Like I said, I still like dudes. I still was like in relationship with guys, and it wasn't like just for them to be like beards. Like, it was real feelings, real emotions, like real stuff. The only thing is, I realized like my senior year in high school, I was in an interesting situation, and I ended up being in 2 relationships. I don't really want to go into depth about that, but that's when I really truly explored my sexuality, and that's when I learned that my emotion and my attraction was much deeper with women than with men. The connection was just deeper. And so, like, that, I didn't really explore anything until I was like a senior in high school, and then I went away to college, and whew, I found myself. Yes, indeed. No, but yeah, I found myself, you know, and I still wasn't out, you know, because I still didn't really know how to define me, you know what I mean? Because I never really got into like the labels and things of that sort. But I, like, in a way, I guess you could say, like, it was like at the time, like, maybe bisexual. Then it just became drop the bi, you know, and homo, you know. You know, and that's just kind of how it went. So maybe, you know, we'll talk about like that transition in another video, but you know, that's kind of like my life right now. And so now at 26 years old, I'm kind of like gaining and owning myself, you know what I mean, and accepting myself, because it took a long time. Like, forget everybody else, it took a long time for me to accept myself, and that's the sad part, because of what I was taught and things of that sort. Like, I denied myself, and there was certain things about myself that I hated, and I didn't have a shitty upbringing. You know, some crazy things happened as a child, and maybe we'll talk about one day, but like, I didn't have the worst upbringing, you know, but there was parts of me that I denied. There was parts of me that I hated, and it's sad, but that's just the reality of it. So my upbringing was a little bit different because I wasn't out. I really didn't come out until like my first public relationship, which was in 2016, like 2015, 16 is when I came out, and we gotta talk about that too. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about me. So for me, I'm a pastor's kid. I'm gay. I own both of it. You feel me? I own being a pastor's kid. My father literally like provided for this family as a pastor, and he's done so much, and he continuously do so much for the community. That's why I hate when people try to like poop on churches. Like, I mean, there's some wrong things that probably need to be corrected, but I think that's in anything. But my father does a lot for the community, or he definitely is always trying to help and be involved one way or another. So I'm going to always own that. But by owning that, I would never denounce who I am, because at the end of the day, it's about me first. So I'm a pastor's kid, I'm gay, and I'm cool with that. You feel me? So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, because I know it's certain people who may have gone down this path, and it's like, how do you handle that? You really just move with it. You know what I mean? You have to find your inner peace. You have to find your inner acceptance, and then you have to find God on your own, if that's your belief, if that's your faith. You know what I mean? You have to seek after God for yourself, and not necessarily for the approval of others. So I'm just kind of moving through with my life. You know, this is all still kind of fresh. You know what I mean? I lost some people. A lot of people talk about me behind my back like I don't know, and I still speak to them and say hey and give them a nice hug because that's just who I am. That's how I was raised. But I ain't stupid. I know exactly who y'all are. But anyway, but it's okay. My thing is, if you feel like everybody is against you, just don't be against yourself. Forget all the other stuff. You know what I mean? And if you ever need somebody who you need to talk to or you can possibly reach out to, let that person be me if I can help you in any kind of way. But like, it's okay to walk in your truth. It's okay to be you. You know what I mean? And that's all I pretty much got to say about it. We're going to talk again real soon. Just different topics, whatever I'm feeling. There's not really a schedule that I'm following. It's just kind of like, just sharing my story and in different videos, and we're kind of just going to go from there. So, hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and like it, comment, and do me one big favor and subscribe. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed and live your truth.